Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 14th and final round of the 2019 DTM OC. We're here at Monza in Italy for the final race of the season, where two drivers are in the fight for the title. The leader of the championship, Daniel the Haas Daniel the Haas driver, Fraser, and Victor Music Man Ibobo. That is the two drivers that are in contention for the title. Fraser leading on 46 points, with Ibobo second on 40. I am your commentator for today's qualifying, George, the OC commentator, and alongside me is someone who's known by many names, but today it's Ra, DTM commentator. Ra, how you doing?
Yeah, I am good. Hello, everybody.
Excellent. Yes, hello, everybody in the chat. Yes, so as I said, we're here for the final race of the season, Monza. The gap, Ibobo and Fraser is 6 points at this moment in time, but of course it could be extended if Fraser gets that point for pole position. So let's get on with it, shall we?
Yeah.
So
no rain expected.
Yep, no surprise there. No rain. So 13 rounds have gone, and yes, 13 rounds have gone, and now we're at the 14th round, and two drivers in it. Of course, last round was quite dramatic with the various things that happened during that race. End of the season, of course. Of course, this being the last race, this is still an important race for a number of drivers, with regards to, of course, the last remaining seats in the top tier. But yeah, for many, it will just be trying to do the best of what has been a fascinating season, as it always has been in DTM.
Yes, indeed.
Right, so DTM, of course, we're here at Monza, the final round of the season. I'm pretty sure almost since it started, it's been the final round at Monza. A great place to go. But of course, crucially points-wise, I'll arrive it again, it's 6 points the gap. Fraser, if he gets pole position in qualifying, would extend it to 7 points. And of course, even if Ibobo was to get the same amount of points as Fraser in the race tomorrow, it wouldn't matter, because Fraser crucially has that one win, whereas Ibobo, even though he has actually got more podiums than Fraser has that all-important win, which of course it is going to be the thing that of course will help him win the title. So Peterson is the first one out, and Ibobo second coming out of the pits, and ironic, second in the championship.
Yeah, indeed. Very ironic indeed.
Of course, we're going through the Curva Biasono, as I didn't even know that was actually the name of the corner, to be honest, but yeah, I know all of the other corners. Of course, we've got one of the chicanes, but no, Variante. Then, of course, coming up to the two Curva Lesmos, coming to the back straight, and then here for the Variante Ascari, and of course, the final corner, the Curva Parabolica, which it will forever be known, despite what, of course, the name change is now, obviously, which I can't even remember what the name change is, to be brutally honest, but yeah, it'll always be forever known as the
Mr. I don't know the name corner, but we should just call it Parabolica.
So Peterson is going to be the first one to do his lap. 25 minutes of qualifying. I thought it was Alvaretto. I couldn't remember his first name. I thought it was Alvaretto, but let's forget about that. Anyway, so Peterson is the first driver to start a lap, and across the line he comes to start, heading up towards the Prima Variante. First chicane, easy enough. Obviously, hard braking. It's important. As a wise man, of course, once I said, the circuit is filled with many straights and corners. Because you can remember that reference. But Peterson coming up to the second chicane, coming up to the second Variante. Goes through there pretty well. Now heading up towards the first of the two Lesmos. Heading through the first one, pretty well done. And now, of course, heading up to the second Lesmo. Nicely done. Kept it all four wheels on the circuit. Now heading down the back straight, or as it's known as the Curva del Seriaglio. I've just completely butchered that, so apologies, Italians. But anyway, coming into the Ascari chicane, and now through that, and now heading up towards the Curva Parabolica. And so it needs to get a good run through here. Of course, this is important. This could obviously make or break your lap, because if you make a mistake, then you're off. So Peterson comes through the final corner. Now heads up towards the start-finish line. He will be the first person to sell a lap. So as he comes across the line, the first benchmark lap is going to be a 1:23.7. That's the first lap. So Bobo, championship contender, comes across the line, and he doesn't beat that.
Yep. Green couldn't beat that one. Sahid, only third. Yep. Prazad.
It was Max Norberg.
Yep.
He goes fourth.
Now Michael Macho. He is seventh. Now the championship leader goes fifth.
Goes fifth, so it's still behind a Bobo, but still not last, at least for now. And a Wolf comes across the line. He goes top.
Yep, he goes top. Frakerzane steals it.
Quag goes sixth.
Yep, sixth.
Anderson eighth.
And Brennan goes 10th. Poker third.
David Greenwood won the last race, of course.
Yep, indeed. Will Neller goes 13th. Ionescu goes 10th. Gamba 15th. Portus Kloss, he goes 9th. Blaisberg goes 9th. Tomaselli goes 9th. And Parrish 5th. And those are the laps for the first runs.
First runs. So at the moment, obviously, Rifki Farkazane, the driver who is taking pole position and that fastest lap point as things stand. Top 10, of course, as follows: Wolf second, Volker third, Greenwood fourth, Parrish fifth, Peterson sixth, Boba seventh, Sahid eighth, Quag ninth, and Tomaselli in 10th.
Yeah, indeed. So for Ibobo in 7th and Fraser down in 16th.
It's a good start so far, but of course that wouldn't be enough for the race.
But fastest lap point for qualifying. It makes sense, to be fair.
I mean, if I don't know if I said that, but you know what I mean. It's still technically the same thing, so I'm technically not wrong. So blame that on tiredness.
Tiredness Roke.
Tired Roke. But yeah, that's the first lap. First lap's done. But yeah, season-wise, of course, Ricky Farkazane, he has not had a very good season. He's had a win. Ricky Farkazane, he won at Istanbul, and he's only had one other points finish, which was at Kota, which is fifth. Apart from that, his season's been pretty bad. So I guess a win for him would be nice, I guess. I suppose to end what's been a pretty torrid season, I guess, for him. Adam Wolf has had an alright season. In 8th position, has also won. Last scored at Texas, actually scored a 4th. Retired from the last round of Spa. But there's still so much play for in the standings as well. There still could be a lot of movements. I mean, it is pretty close, actually, looking at the points. I've got the standings up now. I mean, just from, let's have a look at from 10th position, from Julius Anderson in 10th, he could still get all the way up to 5th, because there's only 3 points in it. So it still could be very, very up. Anything could be up for grabs. Joe, I was up too early. I have to get up early for work. So yes, but yesterday I had to get up at 5:45 in the morning, and I slept, and I nearly slept through my alarm. So yeah, but I woke up at 6:30 this morning. But yeah, yesterday has messed me up. I don't get up before 6. I'm not a very good person. I'm not very willing and able before that time. But enough about me and my sleep. Let's focus on Peterson, who is the first driver, obviously, to do his second lap. Out on the circuit, still a whole number of drivers, of course, in the pits at this moment of time. But he's going to be the one to see if he can improve his second lap. Of course, I mean, the order generally stays the same after the first lap. The first person who gets the fastest time generally stays at least in the top 3, or maybe top 4, I'll say, at least in the top 4. So you can expect a good grid position, but it could easily be toppled by somebody. So as we look at Peterson, who is doing his second lap, coming up towards the end of the first sector, and let's see if it's an improvement. And it is an improvement, only 12 thousandths off in the first sector. So if he could keep that up, or even improve still in the second sector, then he could still get something. He could improve his position. Only a 10th off pole position is Peterson. He's exactly a 10th actually ahead of 10th behind, I should say, Parrish in 5th place. As Peterson comes across the second sector, and he's still up. It's still 2 tenths down, but he's up very slightly. So he needs to get a good run through the Parabolica if he wants to improve his lap time, or even get pole position. So we will see. So as he comes around Parabolica now, and he heads towards the line, and he is going to come across the line. And let's see if he can improve his lap and improve position. So as he comes across the line, does he improve? The answer is yes, but he stays 6th. Agree with just about starting his lap as well. Ionescu about to start. A whole number of drivers about to start their laps. Michael Mocho is the next driver about to finish his lap. So we'll see where he goes as he's about to cross the line.
And he goes 2nd.
Good lap there.
Razan goes 19th. Fraser, the championship leader, where can he go? He goes 12th.
An improvement, not a brilliant improvement, but still an improvement nonetheless.
Yep. Bobo couldn't improve. Anderson goes 2nd,
1,000th behind Rifki Farquharson.
Yeah.
He doesn't improve. He was quite a bit off.
Yep. Sahin now. Where can he go? He goes 9th. Hamlin he goes 8th. Now Max Nordberg next to cross the line. Where can he go? He goes 15th. Baranek goes 9th. McQuarg in improving, doesn't improve. Adam Wolf doesn't improve. Kloss goes to provisional pole.
He takes pole position.
Improves to 14th. Now Greenwood, he goes 7th.
Nesco on an improvement.
Let's see, where can he go? He goes 12th. Now Wonella, he goes 20th. Tomaselli, he doesn't improve. Now Florian Volker, he's not improving, and he doesn't improve.
I think, is that everybody, I think? Yes, I believe it is. But yeah, unfortunately that improvement for Fraser didn't really, well, pretty much was affected him more than him actually he thought. He's now down to 18th position. I mean, his only good thing about it is that Bobo is also down to 14th. So I guess at the moment in time it's not too bad for him, but still all drivers will get at least 2 more laps in, maybe even 3. So as we all wait for them to come back to the pits. So as we're looking at the current leader of qualifying, Bartius Kloss, who currently in the standings is in 15th place, has also had a win so far this season. He won the 5th round at Circuit Paul Ricard. So he's and there's been a whole host of drivers that have had a win actually. Number of them, as I said, the driver that's won the most this season has actually, I don't think actually anyone has won more than 2. I don't think.
Sahin?
No, I think actually.
Sahin's won 2.
Yeah, Sahin's won 2. Yeah, I think Sahin, I think, is actually the only driver that's won more than once. I think we've had several other drivers winning. Just having a double look through. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think Sahin is actually the only driver this season who actually has won more than once, which I think is quite a fascinating stat, actually, to be honest. But yeah, makes for fun reading the championship. It's why it's always so close, pretty much everywhere in the table.
Yeah, indeed.
And a shame for Sahin as well. He had a good start, and unfortunately, the next few, yeah, pretty much after that start, he didn't score for another 5 races, and that sadly, yeah, it's had an impact on his standings for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So
Shame
currently,
for him.
we're looking obviously at Will Parrish about to start his next lap. So as he's coming down the straight towards the Ascari chicane, he's currently at the moment in 8th position. So Parrish coming through now the Ascari right now, heading up towards the Parabolica, the final corner. And we are about to find out if he can improve on his lap. So if he can try and get pole position. So Parrish has been in DTM, I think, for a few seasons now, although I don't think it's quite as much as Victor Bobo, for example. Victor Bobo has been in DTM for quite a long way, and Parrish fortunately is going to get out ahead of that car, so he's not going to be held up in any traffic, which of course is good news. So Parrish comes through the first chicane, heading up towards the second Variante. And so let's see if he can improve on his first sector. This would be a good start if he could. And yeah, it's a good first sector. Only 24 thousandths off the fastest time. So as he comes through the 2 laps, heading up through the first one now, and now heading through the second one. And so let's have a look and see if he's kept up that pace through down the back straight, heading towards the Ascari chicane. So heavily improved in the second sector as well. And yes, he's 10th down, but he's still at the moment improving on his lap, although it's very close. So we'll see if he can keep it up coming through the Parabolica. So he's got a number of cars around him, but not going to affect his lap. So as he comes around the final corner now and heads towards the start-finish line, can Will Parrish improve his lap? And so he comes across the line. Does he improve? The answer is yes, but stays in 8th position.
Yeah, he lost a lot of time in the middle sector. Gained some time back in the final sector, so yeah, he was still improving, so it's good for him. As Fraser, he's not improving at the moment, and he doesn't improve.
Yeah, it was a bad lap from him.
Yep, indeed. Now Peterson, he doesn't improve. Mocho, he doesn't improve. Farkazine doesn't improve.
No one not many drivers look to be improving this lap, it seems.
Yeah, indeed. About Beranek, he's not improving at the moment. Will he be able to improve at the end of this lap? We'll see. Comes across the line now. He doesn't improve. Higuin doesn't improve. Roman Quag. He's not been able to improve. Greenwood's improving, but he's lost time. Bryson didn't improve. Wolf didn't improve. Bobo, he is improving. Let's see, where can he go? He goes into the top 10.
So it's an improvement. It's better than nothing. So he's moved up a few positions. So he'll be happy with that.
Kloss didn't improve. Nordberg didn't improve. Anderson didn't improve as well. Volker, he's next across the line. He's not improving at the moment, and he doesn't improve. Tomaselli improves, goes 13th.
Sahin.
Yep. Not improving at the moment, and he doesn't improve. One more driver left. Three more drivers left. Oliver Glazebrook.
I think, was he held up there as the driver came into the pits? I think he may have been held up.
Yeah, he may have been, I think. Yeah, he had to slow down.
Yeah, so that was unfortunate because he was actually on an improvement, Glazebrook. So, yeah.
We don't know about how much in the middle sector, but anyway, Nella goes 16th ahead of Glazebrook, I think. Let's see. Well, it was 2 temps down in the middle sector, so.
Yeah, so he would have been on improvement there.
Yeah. Roberto Gamba goes 21st.
So he's now not last, and I think that is everyone's laps there done. So that is the next round of laps finished. So yeah, again the order has generally stayed the same. Obviously with the Bowen moving now into the top 10, which is better for him because Razor at the moment is down in 19th. And of course, well, what will make tomorrow even more fascinating, of course, is depending, of course, on the weather. Because obviously, as we know, this race is generally quite chaotic anyway, although Spa is generally the most chaos race. But Italy, with the track the way it is, it's always bound to throw up some curveballs. Always bound to throw a spanner in the works.
Yes, indeed. And the slipstream you're getting in this track would be the big factor here.
Indeed, that is true. That is a good point as well. Yep, slipstream, of course.
Wolf is like in the middle of the track, the pit lane, that he's gone to his garage as Ionescu's out on the track.
So all these guys will obviously do this lap. They'll probably have time for one more. The ones that go out now, the ones that go out later than this, I think won't quite have time. But Ionescu at the moment in 40th, unfortunately, has not been his season at the moment. Down in last place.
Been one of his worst seasons.
Yeah, it is quite unfortunate how his season has gone. But we had, of course, I mean, you look at Franco Lopez, the current top tier leader in the championship. Of course, he was in GP2, got 0 points. Next season, did well, and then got promoted up to top tier. And look where it's gone from there, really. And now he's in contention to win the title, of course, at the next round at Abu Dhabi this week or next week.
It's the best golden chance he will ever have. Even with Florian Volker in 2015, a golden chance, which unfortunately didn't take.
I don't honestly see. I'd be stunned if Lopez loses it from the position that he's in. But this is the OC, of course, so you never know what could happen. But anyway, Ionescu is obviously about to start his flying lap, which maybe could be his last, but he might have time for another one, but who knows. He starts this one anyway. Oh, and he's going to get held up, so that is his lap ruined. If he can get past the car in the chicane, which he does.
We'll see if he has lost time. Anderson actually locked up at the chicane.
That may have affected Ionescu a little bit. We'll see if how this... Well, now he's at least got the rest of the track clear, so as he heads towards the first sector, let's have a look. Yeah, and he's down a little bit, so that's affected him quite a bit. Needs to make up a lot.
Lost on his personal best. Now
Needs to make up a lot on the rest of the lap. He does.
Yes, indeed. Parrish, he's down on the first sector.
Like no improvement, unless he could obviously improve the second sector. At the moment, everyone out on track apart from Roberto Gamba, who currently is in 21st position.
See what Parrish can do in the middle sector. Can he improve? Not quite.
No, so
more
there's
time.
no improvement on this lap. So as he's heading up towards the parabolic, it doesn't look like any improvement for Parrish, and for Ionescu, I would imagine the same will be for him as well.
Yeah.
So heads to the parabolica. As he heads towards the line, let's see where he will go. Or if it can try and improve, it doesn't look like it. And nope, there's going to be no improvement for him. The number of drivers currently still starting their laps at the moment. Baranek is not doing either.
Yeah.
So here we go. Looking at Baronet coming through the Ascari, heading up towards the Parabolica, the final corner, and so comes through the Parabolica now. Let's see if he can make up any time at all as he heads towards the line. And it doesn't look like he can, but if he comes to the line, can he improve?
Nope.
No is the answer to
Ocho
that.
doesn't improve. Fraser, he
Does
improves.
improve
He
actually
goes
up to 11th. So he's right behind his title rival at the moment.
Patterson, he actually matched his middle sector, but let's see what he can do in the final sector. He lost time. Nguyen didn't improve.
2 minutes remaining.
And David Greenwood, he couldn't improve. Now Julius Anderson must be really compromised by Robbie Ionescu, and he doesn't improve. Kloss didn't improve. Gog, he improves, goes 18th. Prazan, he improves, he goes 17th. Nordberg, he doesn't improve. 55 Crusade, he can't
Doesn't
get
improve.
pole position. Adam Wolf, he doesn't improve, stays 5th. Victory Bobo, improving at
On
the moment.
improvement.
Let's see, where can he go? He goes 7th.
Key improvement for him.
Yeah, Tomaselli doesn't improve. Glazberg goes 14th. Now Volker, he goes 5th.
So only 79 thousandths off, so he doesn't improve either. Wilnella is on improvement, so as he comes towards the line, where can he go? Answer is he goes 10th. Macho's in the pits, so I believe that is going to be qualifying over. Campbell's not gone out, so I think that is going to be it.
That's going to be it. Bartos Kloss takes pole position in the Italian Grand Prix for the final race of the DTM season.
So he gets that one extra point, and of course in the championship at the moment, you could say it's advantage Bobo. He is qualified higher than Fraser at the moment. He's qualified 7th, whereas Fraser has qualified in 12th.
That point for Kloss, well, I can't tell, but I think with that point he may move up in the standings.
Let me just take a look quick. Yeah, he'll move above Nordberg, and he'll be on the same points as Mocho. So he'll move up. It'll move up one position at least. And a little bit of a collision in the pit lane there. That's Kloss actually with. I think that was it Julius Anderson. I think was it.
Yes, it is.
Lifts him right up into the air there. So interesting. And the wheel just turned in on itself as well, which I think is quite interesting. Look at that. That's something you don't see very often. Quite an interesting way to I've never seen that DTM. That's very real. That's a lot of quality realism right there. So yeah, Kloss wins and breaks his suspension or breaks his steering. But yeah, there you go. This is the OC.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. So yep, qualifying of course is over. So we will obviously take a look at the results of qualifying. So here we go. So this was the qualifying results. So it's Barty Kloss that takes pole position ahead of Rifki Farkas in 2nd, Julius Anderson 3rd, Michael Mocho in 4th, Brian Volker 5th, Adam Wolf 6th, Victor Bobo 7th, David Greenwood 8th, Will Parrish 9th, Warner 10th, and Rahul, you can take us through the rest.
Yeah, in 11th we have Hong Min Nguyen, Daniel Fraser, the championship leader in 12th. See what he can do from 12th. With Bobo starting in 7th on the grid. Christoph Brennick in 13th. Johan Peterson in 14th. Oliver Glazberg 15th. Alessandro Tomaselli in 16th. Robert Ionescu in 17th. Elsain in 18th. Hedge President in 19th. Omegard 20th. Max Nordberg in 21st. And in last place we have Roberto Gamba.
Right, so that was the full qualifying results. Thanks for watching, everybody, and of course, make sure you tune in tomorrow, 7 p.m, for the final race of the DTM season. But who is going to win the title, Daniel Fraser or Victor Bobo? We will find out then. Thanks for watching, everybody. From me, George, and from me, Rahul. See you later.
Bye.